Welcome to Palais Mermoni.
Huh?
I hope the weather's nice like this tomorrow as well. Paimon doesn't see anything here. Well, let's go somewhere else. Just where is that thing? Nothing in the water either. Oh, we've looked everywhere and still not seen anything that looks like a head. Huh, that's a good idea. Why don't we check out the rag and bone shop? If memory serves, they got. Well, either way, let's go. Remember you being the boss.
Well, I'm just standing in for Miss... Now, just wait a sec. A blonde foreigner, dressed all in white, accompanied by a glaze-covered flying chunk. Oh, you must be the legendary trap...
No! Well, you're half right.
Sorry, I never thought I'd get the chance to see you with my own eyes, so... Got a bit... I hope you find it in your magnanimous hearts to forgive my discourtesy. I'm just...
There's no need to put yourself down like that. Paimon's just venting.
Why, your heroic actions at Araneus have long made their way to the fortress of Meripede. We heard that you're one of His Grace's favorite people. After all, we've all got...
Oh, so now you're...
Well, I didn't... Oh, enough of that. Is there something you... No problem. Hey, feel free to check out anything you...
Wait, but that's...
Well, it's not like... Life's been pretty good recently, so... I might as well just waive your bill. Never hurts.
All right. Paimon will take a look.
Are you sure you don't want more? These are...
It's all right. 2 will do. It just doesn't feel the same if the owners... But anyway, we don't need to get into that right now. We can discuss Paimonology later. That poor guy must still be waiting for us. Thank you so much. Well...
No problem, and thank you for your patronage. I'd appreciate...
That's a real sneaky way of getting good reviews. We've been gone a while. Paimon hopes that guy in the box hasn't passed out from lack of air. You can come out now.
You did? Oh!
Wait, so you're not actually bald?
I mean, I told you that there had been a Wait,
Well, we got you a new one. We tried really hard to look for your hat, but
I see! Thank you!
does it have some kind of sentimental...
But, sorry, I can't explain at the moment. Time's tight.
If you're looking for a hat, I just picked one up over here. Is it yours?
Your Grace!
Oh, hey, Wriothesley. It's been a while.
Well, it's a slow day today, so I decided to go for a little stroll. Even if your workspace isn't cramped, it's still good to get some air. I'll say I'm not at all surprised to find the two of you here. Never could turn down someone's request for help.
It's what good adventurers do, after all.
Is that so? Maybe I should consider asking the... As I recall, these hats are very important to members of the Beret Society. You might not have the same luck next...
Understood. Then I'll be off.
What a strange guy. Oh, and has he done something wrong? When he saw you, it was as...
Oh, not at all. In fact, members of the Beret Society are model prisoners. They work hard and never get into... As for him, I'd guess he's just more of an introvert. It's not unusual for them...
Huh? Shy?
Prisoners are still people, after all. There are as many crimes and... The idea of the criminal as a selfish, heartless brute is just a stereotype. Such labels could never capture the complex... What kind of a person a prisoner may be and why they've committed a crime. We'd never know these things if they don't share their story with us.
Huh. You've got a point. Anyway, it's up.
Although most of the societies here will just turn individual brawls, and the Beret Society does appear to be an exception, and it's instead trying to experiment with... If you have some time, why don't we grab something at the Coupon Cafeteria? And if you're still interested in the Berets after that, I can take you to their usual gathering place.
Paimon's not the biggest fan of that cafeteria, but if...
All right then, please follow me.
Welcome, Your Grace, and the Traveler. Unfortunately, we weren't informed of your visit in advance, so we didn't
I'll pass on the food then. What about you?
Then Paimon will also pass. Paimon will save her stomach.
What a pity. It would seem that none of us can properly...
Then, I must beg Your Grace to find me some more If you're not in the mood to eat...
Yes, please? Huh. Paimon didn't know you could...
It's not for everyone.
Oh, now that...
2 bottles coming right up.
Our first meeting took place on short notice. I'm actually quite fond of stories, you know.
Whoa. That'd be quite the long story.
Impressive. Not all who possess the courage to risk their life for their ideals also have this. Had you not possessed these remarkable qualities, I probably wouldn't have had the chance to make your acquaintance.
That guy we talked to...
Well, after all, you did. Is it so strange that I would want to give a few words of praise out of genuine admiration? So this is a matter of trust. Which is unfortunate, since I don't have nearly as interesting of a story to offer about myself. I was convicted and sent here at an early age. I only became the top dog after spending a long time figuring out its inner workings. Power and control come in many forms. Some fair and ethical, others less so. And since we're all sinners here, the victor calls the shots, no matter how they manage to get to the top. So, what do you think? Didn't put you much more at ease, now did it?
Kinda. You're really different from most of the people we've met so far.
I'm perfectly aware of that too. But even so, that doesn't make me think any less of you. I would very much like to maintain friendly relations with you two.
Your Grace, after following your instructions, we were able to find a box of They were extremely well hidden, and we've confirmed that the senders have been using this method to smuggle goods for a while. We're trying to trace the goods to their source.
Got it. Leave the box here and contact me immediately if you make any progress.
Yes, Your Grace.
Sorry, I'd almost completely forgotten about this.
She mentioned something about contraband.
Not necessarily. The term is just applied to things people want to bring in on the sly. Many people here are experts at pulling rabbits out of the most ordinary hats. So we have... Now, what do we have here? It's more or less what I expected.
Whoa. Wait, if you've confiscated this
Yep. We can't just send them back up now, can we?
What? But that's just insane profit! Traveler, why don't you become a duke as well? Paimon will be your vault.
Jokes aside, I didn't know you'd be so interested in this box. How about this then? You can pick anything...
Really? You'll let Paimon pick anything? No takebacks. Paimon will have you know that she's got a real good eye for treasure.
I never joke about things like this.
Alright, Paimon's gonna have a look. Paimon wants... Actually, never mind. Paimon doesn't want this gem anymore. Can Paimon pick something else? There's something weird about this gem. Paimon couldn't even tune them out. It's as if the gem was just dropped.
Is that so? Let me give it a try. Paimon's right. I too experienced some unpleasant flashbacks. Are you sure? I wouldn't exactly call it fun. Fair enough. Go ahead.
Are you okay, Traveler? You also saw something, right?
I'll take this gem then and run a thorough
Actually...
You do have a point. In that case, we should destroy the entire box and all of its... Seems like we're almost done with our drinks, too. Let's go check. I can introduce you and we...
Wait!
Just noticed?
We are honored by your visit, Your Grace. All these your...
Members can find all sorts of drinks and snacks here, as well as a large... Every once in a while, the Society will also host activity.
You flatter me. It's so easy to feel low, but that's with... Thus, it was...
Oh, so you were also...
My part in this was minimal. All I did was follow procedure and rubber stamp the application. I'm sure you have a very good sense of what this place is about by now. As you know, not everyone takes their sentence seriously. For some, this is just another place where they can eat, breathe, and sleep. But the Society is a great place for those who wish to turn things around.
Exactly right. Here, we keep an eye on each other and remind each other of our goals. Everyone can focus on rehabilitating our mental states, and our operations are entirely funded by members' donated goods and credit coupons. Same for the things you can see here.
Who knew you could find such a place in the... Oh, right, and what's the deal with the hats?
There's nothing deep about it. I just felt like we needed some kind of visible identifier. If our members felt joy, and when we're together, we will feel a sense of community, optimism, community, hard work, and a desire for...
In other words,
Once again, you are exactly right, Your Grace. That's a part of our goal. I'll ask the members to get us some drinks. Please, wait here just one moment. Feel free to look around, too.
Oh, right.
Kidding, of course. We're just discussing. We've also already gone over the organization's vision. Instead of listening to me try to explain some more, maybe it'd be better if you took a look around for yourself.
Why does Paimon feel like he didn't... Yeah, they're supposed to be like the model prisoners, right?
Welcome to our gathering place. Is there anything you'd like me to explain to you?
Oh, it's okay. We're just taking a look around.
Well, that's not a bad comparison. It is my... I'm sure Mr. Dugier is our... Besides this space, which our member... These rooms are open to all of our members. We want every...
Wow, that's pretty cool. Do you have a restaurant too? If you did, you also wouldn't have to eat at the big cafeteria.
Unfortunately, we don't. For matters like... We started a collaboration with the cafeteria a while back, though, so... They'll let us borrow their kitchen to...
Yeah, Paimon can definitely see how it'd be easier to live your life if you had all this support.
Yep, and that's exactly why Mr. Dugier founded the society. We all think we made the correct choice to join him.
Hello?
Yep, I'm talking to you. Now, why don't you follow my lead? Ha! That's how I pump myself up every day. With one shout, you can release all the fatigue, resentment, and unpleasantness from your lungs. And why don't you also give it a try, huh? Feeling shy? Just remember to take a deep breath and let it all out.
The society is planning to host another event.
Ah, the one you mentioned.
Hey, what are you doing?
Oh, hello. You are guests of the Duke. We've got some classics. Yeah, most of them are writing diaries or autobiographies on their time in the organization. Some quit drinking. Some learn to tail. We find it.
Ah, it's because
Not only that, with how the Duke and Mr. Dugier have organized our lives down, you never know what you... And while you're here, no matter what you do...
So,
Yeah, that's exactly right. And that's it.
Don't worry, Alright, we've talked to everybody. That would explain... Huh. It looks like they're starting to wrap up their conversation as well.
Of course, Your Grace. I will attend.
Okay, then I don't have anything else to add. Oh, you're back. What did you think about this play? Now, note that your opinion will also...
Wait, I didn't know they were also a part of the evaluation. It's all right with me, though. I'm pretty confident about our growth and activities.
Paimon thinks it's something anyone expected you to get a society going.
So it seems that you were able to...
The prisoners here, our needs are like... But if we can placate them, they lose their... Which is why, in my opinion...
You've hit the nail, and I'm sure that a part of your support is rooted in your desire to help those people.
And Paimon thought...
Of course, that lifestyle is more than enough for some people in the fortress.
Speaking of fighting, I'm not sure if you knew this, but even His Grace sometimes fights in the ring.
What? You fight in the ring too? Wearing those high-tech boxes?
Oh, I almost never need them.
Hey, isn't that the guy who... What's wrong? Did you forget about us already?
Are you feeling all right? You are...
No, I'm fine. Thank you. I'm sorry.
He's still as weird as before.
Dugier, do you know what's up with him?
I'm also not too sure about that. After all, it's my responsibility as the leader.
We'll leave him to you then. Where were we before we... Oh, right. And when emotions run... Sometimes you might need more than just gloves as well. This pair of handcuffs has also come in handy quite a number of times. Oop.
Oh, isn't that gem? You're still carrying it with you?
Yeah, I kept it on me because of its special qualities. It won't affect me as long as I don't let it come into contact.
Go on, you guys. Pick up the item for His Grace, would...
Yes, right away.
That gem shines with quite the dazzling light. I hope it hasn't been damaged.
It still looks good to me. Say, Dugier.
Never, Your Grace. Don't think I've ever been rich.
I guess that's fair. We've already gone over most of the things that I wanted to talk about, so let's wrap up for the day. The Traveler all...
Got it, Your Grace. Take care, everyone. I'll take you to the exit. Traveler, Paimon, it was an honor. I'm sure everyone would love it if you were to visit again.
Paimon doesn't think we made any plans for the rest of the...
Well, what's your opinion of the society now that you've taken a look?
Paimon thinks it's pretty chill. Paimon doesn't remember... There's only one potential...
But at this point in time, they're still reducing my workload, but I wanted to see just how much they've managed to accomplish, and also get a sense of... I arranged for a meeting out of curiosity, but then...
Dissonance?
I'm sure the Traveler has sensed it too. As expected, you all... The whole truth is a bit complicated, so I'll explain everything to you later. I had hoped to take care of it in secret, but now, confrontation may no longer be avoidable. Why don't you take this opportunity to check back on the gathering place? Just tell them you left some... If my hypothesis is correct, and with his watchful eye removed, you may well get a very I'm just following the most popular playbook in Fontaine. It's been so long since I got to watch a performance at Opera Epiclet. I'll explain everything to you later. But right now, we need to find out what you can from them now.
It's just as Wriothesley said. You said you felt there was something off about this place, right? So let's see if we can feel... Paimon will do her best to help.
Wait, you guys...
We're really sorry. We just realized that we...
Oh, okay.
Nobody? It's okay. There's no need to be nervous. It's not like we lost a whole bat. We'll just look for it ourselves if none of you caught a glimpse.
I'll go find Mr. Douche.
No need. We're just looking for something. We can look around for it. Hey, hello?
Hello? How can I help you? The Beret Society offers a variety...
You don't know...
Sorry, that's not what I meant. It's just...
Hey!
What do you...
Isn't this how you...
Oh, yeah, that's right. You sure... I ate something earlier, so, You're looking for something?
Are you still organizing the bookshelf?
Yeah, and...
We weren't thinking about that to begin with, but weren't you...
Sorry.
Okay, Paimon sees what you meant now.
You really can't check them.
Seems like they really don't want to talk to us, so let's just head back. was as if they had all turned into completely different people.
That would. The dissonance I mentioned earlier was precisely that fleeting moment of fear behind the.
Right. He was acting super scared too when we saw him. Actually, hasn't he just been acting...
And that's precisely why I.
Oh, so the one who's... It was you all along?
It's because I wanted to figure out what's really going. I don't believe any of Dugier's talk about unstable mental states. Not too long. Dugier made very elaborate preparations for my visit. But I don't know.
Okay, but if you think something's wrong, why don't you... Aren't you the Duke? You can do whatever you want in this...
Well, maybe you're actually a better fit for the position than I am. Just give me... In all seriousness, however, cuffs and the like should be used sparingly. They're mostly for show. Everything I do is on display. The way people see me act determines the kind of world I can create down. And I've always striven to appear fair and reasonable to the people.
That sounds a bit deep. Paimon's not sure she got all of it.
Yeah, you've hit the nail on the head. I have to lead by example. And that's why even though Dugier had already let a few things slip, I didn't want to turn on him without irrefutable evidence.
Alright, so you're saying Dugier has figured out some way to control the members of his society. And even though the members are acting all optimistic and motivated, it's all just a show.
Indeed. He certainly seems to be using some coercive methods to turn his members into the most upbeat and motivated group of people. I have some faith, though, that some of the members understood the hint I gave during our visit. The line has been set, and it's quite likely that a fish will bite.
Fish? Bite?
Let's give them some time. My guards will need it to finish their investigation, too. You can find me in my office when the time comes.
Hey! Don't just leave before you've explained everything to Paimon! Hey! It's finally evening. Wriothesley's probably wrapped up his investigation. Paimon has no idea what that guy's thinking. Let's just go find him and ask him what he's really up to.
Oh, here you are. Did you manage to land a lucky pole on the well?
Let's just get straight to the point. Has anything else happened with the society?
Patience, Paimon. Even as the situation continues to brew, we still need to make sense of what we learned so far and go over any sticking points. I'm actually still thinking about the first thing that came to my mind when I noticed something amiss. Namely, why didn't anyone come to me about it?
Oh, that's a good point. Could whatever they're afraid of be so powerful that even you won't be able to do anything about it?
But even if such a thing existed, how could they be so sure without checking with me first? It'd be one thing if it was just one or two people, but it seems like everyone's convinced that I won't be able to help. Which leads me to believe that it's more likely that they think I just wouldn't care to help them. Yes, something like... So it became imperative. Of course, I had originally... There was no way to keep our...
That makes sense.
The last thing that guy... But now, not only has that likely set his internal... Yes, that's the conclusion I came to as well. If we didn't act right... So after giving the matter, I must say...
So...
Yes, that's right. I had no way to know if any of the members had actually... Right. And I said back there that I had no idea what the gem represented. That should... And since I was traveling with you, heroes who have never turned a blind eye to evil, they would also understand that we're here to help, rather than to tolerate or uphold the status quo.
You used us as a part of your plan, too!
My apologies. There was no time and quite a lot to explain, but I can assure you that I've now told you everything there is to know. Of course, you're under no obligation, but I would really appreciate it if you could continue to... Would you be willing to lend me your support?
But Paimon's still mad at you!
You have my thanks. Now, there are still 2 outstanding matters in our investigation. The first is the secret of the hats. I've examined one before. There was nothing suspicious about the item itself. The other is the true purpose of the black gem. We haven't been able to get anything out of anyone with actual knowledge of it. It's my hope that a brave fish will take my bait and venture outside of their dark and murky pool. I'll put some music on while we wait.
Excuse me, Your Grace, but may I come in? I'm afraid that someone's been following me.
Please, do.
I apologize for my lack of composure. These 2 are the guests that, yes, my lover Fasol told me all about you. Please, help us, Your Grace. He's in great danger right now.
Slow down, take a deep breath, and start from the top. What happened at the Society?
I'm sorry, Your Grace. I will try. I think...
You mean when we saw him at...
Yes, he fled immediately, but many members are hot on his heels. Thankfully, he still managed to meet up with me and explain everything that had happened. Now that he's lost Dugier's trust, what awaits him is agonizing censure.
Censure?
Censure is Dugier's method of establishing control, as well as the thing we all fear the most. Rather than listening to me explain what it is, Your Grace, please, just let me show it to you. Every secret may be found within...
Here you are. Please excuse us, Your Grace. It was never our intention to disturb you like this. You see, she rambles often, has hallucinations. It may be...
I don't recall hearing a knock or giving permission for you to come in.
Oh, my apologies. I merely did not wish for Your Grace to be alarmed. Had I not been so focused on recovering her, I would have...
Like we believe you.
Please, there's no need to be upset. It's only natural to want to side with the poor sick girl, but I know...
Well then, what if the reasonable man wants to hear the lunatic?
That would be perfectly fine with me. Oh, and just so you know, we've also found the missing Mr. Fasol. I had no... Thankfully, he has already returned to his senses. We've brought him back to our place.
I'm sorry, Your Grace.
This is what you're afraid of, correct?
I've never seen that thing in my life.
Your Grace, I don't think there's anything else she would like to say.
It's all right, Elise. As long as you tell, no matter what it is, it will no longer be able to hurt you.
Your Grace, forget it. I'll keep my mouth.
I'm sorry, Your Grace, but I really don't have any...
But what?
In that case, Avis and I will be off. Once again, please accept.
Miss Avis, please show me your head. There's nothing there.
Your Grace, I know you have long tired of my words, but please believe me when I say, the Society has never caused trouble for you or any of the guards of the fortress. We've spent all of our time working hard and trying. Why are you doing everything in your power to prove our guilt? What's wrong? I'll do anything for you, as long as you give me the word. Why are you so intent on getting rid of...
Your words bore me. You know the consequences if I find you to be lying.
Everything that I do for the Fortress of Meripede. But your Grace is welcome to visit us any time to confirm the true intent of our activities. All right, Avis. Let's head back.
Just what's up with that guy? We should have shown him his blood.
Sooner or later, all will pay the price for their arrogance. Oh, he must have been well prepared for this exact scenario, or he wouldn't have dared to be so openly hostile. All the more reason for us. The entire society are his hostages. His subordinates would definitely react if he were taken into custody. And that's why he dared to bare his fangs right in front of me. The true secret of the society is neither on the hat nor on the members' heads. Dugier probably knew this from the very beginning, which is why he didn't panic. However, if we were to look at the rules, it would also seem like the head has to be the place where they're keeping all of...
Yeah, none of this makes sense to Paimon either. What?
The hats are definitely being used to but if there's nothing on her head, from the way Dugier acted, I can't seem to...
I have an idea, but...
Huh? What is it? Tell Paimon about it!
You mean this thing? So, she handed a key piece of evidence over to us without Dugier noticing. That would mean that Avis didn't stay silent out of fear. She stayed silent. Let me take a look. I managed to remove this from the hair clip. It's long, slender, and conical.
Paimon's lost again.
Let's see.
Hey, what are you doing? Wait. Some kind of dark liquid is leaking out. And some of it has been absorbed by this thorny-looking thing.
You've probably heard before that water is filled with the strongest emotions of humanity. With that in mind, this liquid is probably...
Oh, so that's why even touching it will make you remember unpleasant...
Dugier would be able to censure others. I can only imagine how it would feel to have this direct... The moment it hits you would be like being flooded with all the terrors you've ever agony, desolation, and an overwhelming sense of despair. No wonder...
So, was the hat meant to cut...
That might not even be all. Let's go. We can't let Dugier escape with all of the evidence.
Your Grace, we have taken the Society members into custody. They all tried to flee just a little while ago, as if they had received some kind of order. We decided to forestall their plan, and were just about to send the word when you unexpectedly...
Great work, everyone.
You had prepared for something like this all along.
I had them stay here to keep an eye on things, so I'm glad that my intuition... Perform a thorough search of the Society's headquarters and bring all the
Understood, Your Grace.
Now, let's check on them. As expected, they all have a hollow thorn inserted into a wound on their head.
Ooh! Paimon's glad her eyesight isn't so good that she can see it from here. Paimon's gonna float away for a bit.
They probably left it there as a lasting reminder of These people must have had to endure an unimaginable amount of pain. Let's go check out the other areas, too.
Hey, come here. Have a look at this. This is a book that Paimon found in a box next to the bookshelf. The colors of the covers are completely different, though, and the names of the authors also don't match up. Yeah, and they dared to claim that they wrote...
Look at what I found. This is a surveillance port. With this, Dugier would be able to remote... So even if Dugier's not there in person, he'll still always have eyes on the members. Indeed. It's easy to become lost and confused when you're given no and if any action you take may be deemed a mistake. And perhaps it's better to do less. Dugier has already tamed them to his will.
Your Grace! Your Grace!
What's the matter?
We couldn't find any Society members in the other areas. It also seems like none of the equipment in those rooms were ever used. The lime scale, the layers of dust. They were all We also investigated the members' residences and weren't able to find anything. Their neighbors all say that...
Oh.
They're gone? That could only mean...
Indeed. As long as he allowed Society members to mingle with others, even with threats of censure, Dugier knew. Meanwhile, this marvelous gathering place will lose all of its value as soon as a whistleblower sounds the alarm. So instead of being his real base, this is just an elaborate performance. The rest areas, the fancy equipment, even the members that we saw. They were merely part of the front, and only the most docile and well-trained members were selected.
But then, where can we actually find...
Dugier must be holding all the rest of his members in another place. And if the overseer of my fortress guard has never alerted me to... He must be in Dugier's pocket. I'm of the same mind. Let's go.
Did that person flee here?
That's the most likely scenario to me. He's probably already caught wind of Dugier's declaration. Let's keep heading down. There are some abandoned areas in there. Since he needs space, I'd guess Dugier probably We should be on the right track. Now we just need to find that turncoat. Let's go. We can take this path. After them!
It's Wriothesley. Run!
Did Dugier send you? Why did you...
Come on! It's time to talk! Can't you see that he's trying to...
I will take your cooperation into consideration when it comes to...
Mr. Dugier, he didn't want this guy. We were just about to dispose of him when you caught...
So, in other words, your headquarters should be this way.
Yes, it's just down this way. You'll make it there once you've seen...
Guards, take them away. Let's go. It's about time.
A walk would be nice.
There's so much space down here.
Yeah, these are all former work areas. They've been left. There are usually guards on patrol here. Stay sharp. He's got a ton of surprise.
Solidify!
A moment, please. This could get a little chilly.
Hey, are you okay?
You're safe now. Just follow...
Who knew that there'd be Gardamex here? Dugier...
And that would explain the strange decommission requests I received, as well as account for all the Gardamex that had mysteriously gone missing. Seems like he's prepared for an all-out confrontation.
Hey, what's this?
Seems like some kind of handbook. Ah, this should be the Society's real rules book. It lists all members are not permitted to speak to each other or to leave without 5 members shall form a group, and the whole group will be punished for any single. Anyone who reports a fellow member's misbehavior shall be rewarded with food. I see.
But that's just cruel.
To obtain food and water, prisoners are forced to snitch on others, and to avoid punishment, they learn to stop talking with one another. This leaves the wounds they've already received to fester, however, and so resentment builds until finally, isolated and without hope, they accept their fate as Dujier. Do you remember what happened to Paimon? She rejected all the snacks in the box once she's usually all for tasty snacks, but she chose to go against her instinct.
Ugh, is that the best example you could come up with? Anyway, Paimon still thinks.
No, your decision was valid. However, it's also valid to interpret the human heart is like a raft in a vast and empty ocean. We convince ourselves that those who use fear to lead others astray must pay for that crime. If I'm not mistaken, the space ahead should be the central area of this place. Rather than confront Dujier, I think it's more important right now for us. You guys should wait here. We'll try to open the door and check out some other spots.
Open the door. Would we have to do some... Forget it, Paimon's just gonna do some... Whoa! It's turning! Is it because we touched this thing? Oh, the other side's open! Let's go. Everyone hold hands.
Let's begin. Stay cool. Face your gift.
Let's light it up! Off we go!
Run away now. This could get a little chilly.
This might hurt a little.
Stabilize.
Oh, it's so high. We're not gonna have to climb all the way up, are we?
Activate the mechanism.
Looks like there's a mechanism that's gotten stuck. It won't turn alongside the others. Is there something we can do? Ooh, the water level's gone way up. So roll.
Let's light it up!
A moment, please. These should be the... Lots of empty cells in here.
Let's still rescue the ones who got left behind, though. Every person... Hey, it's all right now.
No, I won't try to leave anymore. So close to me.
No, we're not gonna do that.
We won't be able to get through to her right now. Not with the stress response in the way. I'd also guess there are many others here who are more or less like her. Let's let the guards take care of them for now and keep...
Open. Maybe it's His Grace. I'll go take a look.
I leave this area to you.
Understood. And please take care as well, Your Grace. We'll return here...
Just focus on the tasks you've been given. Let's go back. That mechanism, don't forget to bring these...